Hello and welcome to my channel, Boo Snakes and More. Today we're reading from Reddit, more specifically the subreddit Reptiles. And the question is, what can live comfortably forever in a 20-gallon tank? I'm going to be upgrading my corn snake to a 120-gallon tank in the next year or two. And I've been thinking about what I can do with her current 20-gallon tank when she's outgrown it. Is there a reptile, amphibian, or other type of critter that would do well in that size tank without outgrowing it? I'd like to start doing research and looking at my options for filling it up with a different type of critter when the time comes. Thank you. A Pac-Man frog can live relatively comfortably in a 20-gallon. At least that's what the BioDudes website says. I don't know about their whole life, but they do just kinda sit around all day, lol. Eventually they get dinner plate sized, but even at that size, they don't exactly move around their enclosure. They're almost like carnivorous plants that blink occasionally, lol. This is such an appropriate description. LOL, I work at a small local pet shop. We occasionally stock Pac-Man frogs. I've had to find ways to explain to kids and parents exactly how lazy these creatures are. My go-to is, yeah, they kind of created their own little ecological niche. All they really evolved to do is sit, and sit, and sit, and eat, and sit, and sit, and sit. And then do some more sitting. Generally drives the point home, but I might go with the plant one now, lol. Not much anymore, honestly. If you're talking 20-gallon long, then you could do a smaller gecko like a viper gecko, panther gecko, petunias slash octolit gecko, or banded gecko. No snakes. You could do a Pac-Man or tomato frog, or a couple of small dog frogs. Some snakes can live comfortably in a tank that size. Kenyan sand boas can, for example. I guess that if they were set on putting a snake in a 20-gallon, a Kenyan sand boa would be okay. I just personally would do something bigger. Honestly, I think they're a little too big for a 20-gallon. 20-gallon is no way big enough for a Kenyan sand boa or any snake. Males can get up to 24 inches, and a 20-gallon is 24 inches. Females can get up to 36 inches, mine is 40 inches. It's definitely bullshit to have a living creature in a box where they can't turn around or stretch fully for their entire existence. Depends if it's a male or female. Okay, it's technically 25-gallon. 13.5 by 31.5 by 17.5 front opening. But still, thanks. I may just end up selling it. I was given a lot of conflicting advice at the beginning and what to do right by any animals I'm keeping. It's crazy to me that pet stores and even reptile expos aren't even giving you the option to purchase enclosures that are the proper size for the animals they're selling. Oh yeah, that really bothers me too. Good to raise feeder roaches or what have you. Is this what I will be doing? This is what I would be doing with my 20 gallons. If you want a snake, male hog noses, sand boas, and some garters are small enough. I think knob-tailed geckos would be awesome in this size tank. I was told by a local pet store that a 20-gallon tank would be fine for a leopard gecko or an emerald tree skink. I'm glad I checked here first, as I was pointed to a resource that recommended 50 gallons, which was larger than I intended. Depends on the frog, but my Pac-Man frog is very comfy in her 20-gallon long. But she's also always been lazier than my other guys. Don't get one unless you're comfortable with having a pet you don't handle basically at all. Everything dies eventually, so nothing can live forever in a 20-gallon tank. Imagine if a 20-gallon tank equaled immortality. If bugs are okay with you, I'd consider setting up a desert beetle communal, maybe with some blue death foraging beetles, ironclad beetles, darkling beetles, etc. You could also do a couple ghost mantises, or a Chinese or Carolina mantis. You'd want to grow them out first so they don't fit through your ventilation hose. And you can, find them. Reptiles specifically are not really ideal for 20s. When I was a kid, it was considered acceptable to keep an adult leopard gecko in a 10-gallon enclosure. But while it's possible to do that, it's not a very good life for them, and ridiculously risky. You'd be much better off with a 40-gallon. If you want a terrestrial gecko like a leopard gecko, African fat tail, etc., etc., I think you'd have better luck with small amphibians. Dot frogs were mentioned. I'd say a green tree frog would make good use of that. If you can get a sex smell Pac-Man, that'd be pretty cool. Though you may have to build the substrate up towards the back to really make sure they have some good burrowing spots. Snakes are really just out. Garters and male hognoses are some of the smaller snakes you can find readily available. And all of them won't be able to stretch out properly in more than one direction in a tank like that. Micro geckos would be good, I think. Perhaps a neon day gecko or two, as they only get a couple inches long, and will make good use of the space. Keep the substrate minimal to maximize their climbing space, and I think you might have a winner. But I've never kept them, so do not take my word for that, and do your own research before deciding for yourself. Picture is my corn snake, Zitty for snake tax. I love him. Smaller dot frogs, you could have two or three of a smaller species. A single small toad, maybe. Wouldn't really want to keep anything else in a 20. If you convert it to vertical, maybe a tree frog or a knoll. I can't say for sure though on the size they require. Thank you for watching this video and peace out till the next one.